All right, everybody. Can everybody hear me? More or less? In the back? Yeah? Awesome. So welcome to Northeastern University. Welcome to the Engineering Management Program. I know we have some friends and some family members here. Welcome. I know it's really hot outside today, but once we have the doors here closed, it should cool down in here. So I thought to welcome you all, we'd have a nice little tour around the globe. So for the incoming fall class of 2018, we have, last count, 316 new students from over 10 countries and 120 undergraduate and graduate institutions. So I thought we'd do a nice little warm-up icebreaker activity and talk about the 10 countries. So starting from the left-hand side, can anybody name that big flag on the left-hand side? US. Yes, we have some students here from the US. Welcome. Now what about directly to the right, the one on the bottom row? Does anybody know that one? France. So we have some students here from France. How about directly above that yellow, blue, and red flag? Colombia. Yep. Right below Colombia, green, white, green. Nigeria. Right above Nigeria with the saying in the Saudi Arabia. Yup, you guys know your geopolitical spectrum. Underneath the red, white, black, Egypt. Above that one, China. How about below that one? Yes, but also Taiwan. And then above that one, India. Yes, that was an easy one for most of you. How about the last one? Malaysia. All right, that's it. You win. You pass. You all get your master's degrees now. So welcome. We have a lot of students here. This is a really unique program, so get to know each other, get to know your friends, get to know where your fellow students are from. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to meet students from different countries, from different cities, from different institutions, and really share and exchange that knowledge. Not only just in your study groups here in the classroom. There's some seats right up here in the front if you guys are looking for seats. But it's a great opportunity to share that knowledge, not just in your classes and in your study groups, but to start to build those networking connections that are going to last through your whole career. You never know when 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line, you might need somebody with a certain expertise, and you might think back and say, oh, I remember so-and-so I met in my graduate program here, and be able to connect with them that way. So start networking now with the students in your own program. So I'm going to go over the agenda for today. First, we are going to have a welcome from Dr. Marilyn Minus. She is the graduate chair of the MIE department. Then we are going to have an overview about what engineering management is and the program from your director, Dr. Tom Cullinane, and your advisor, Dr. Himlona Palike. After that, Dr. Palike is going to go over graduate certificates, what they are. They're an option you have to pursue, so you can think about that. Then afterwards, I'm going to come back up here and talk to you about what my office does, what is student services, what I can help you with. Afterwards, some members from the Northeastern American Society for Engineering Management are going to come up here and talk to you about that club, that organization here on campus, how you can get involved and what events they have. After that, a member from the graduate student government, our GSG president Vasu, is going to come up here and talk to you about what the graduate student government is, what they do for you here on campus at Northeastern University, and how you can get involved if you're interested. Then after that, John Bleakney is going to come up and give an overview about the co-op program here, our optional co-op program. At the end, we are going to have a question and answer round, so please hold your questions until the very end. Write it down. Please don't ask questions during the presentation. And then after that, we are going to have a reception where you guys get to meet with each other, chat with us. But before I get into the presentation, I'm going to ask every one of you to turn your cell phones on silent. It's okay if you would like to take some photos during this presentation, but please turn them all on silent. All right? And with that, I'm going to invite Dr. Marilyn Minus up to the stage. So this mic is for the room, and this is for the recording. Okay.
All right, hello everyone. It's pretty weak. Come on, hello. All right, welcome to Northeastern. Welcome to the Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department, and welcome to your engineering management program. So we're really excited to have you here. I'm really excited to be here to welcome you. So my information is up there. I'm an associate professor in the department, but I'm also the associate chair for graduate studies and research. Why that's important to you is that there are lots of forms sometimes to do with petitions or grade changes and all these different things that'll come your way at some point during your program, and at some point you're going to need my signature. So outside of that, you probably wouldn't care that I exist, except when you need my signature. So I'm just wanting to let you know who I am. My office is in the main mechanical engineering office suite. All of this information is on our website, so you can find it when you need it. But if you ever come to the main office to see Professor Cullinane, you will see my office. It's literally just a few doors away. I have office hours, so those will always be posted. So for any student that wants to see me to talk about anything, my office hours are posted, and I'm always available through email for an appointment. You're going to get lots of information thrown at you today. Your directors can answer all those lovely questions for you, but if you have additional questions, I'm always an additional resource to you as well, okay? So just wanted to quickly introduce myself. Again, welcome to Northeastern, welcome to Mechanical Engineering, welcome to Engineering Management. I hope you guys have a great time and really enjoy your time here at Northeastern. Thanks.
That mic's for the room, and this one's for the presentation.
So I have to use
both of them, yeah, stand in between them.
Hello everyone. So again, welcome to Northeastern and welcome to the Engineering Management Program as well as the MIE department. So I'm one of your academic advisors. I might have met some of you in the Jumpstart event that was in Mumbai and Bangalore. So I'll talk more about certificates later, but right now I'm just going to introduce a little bit about myself and why you might need to see me. So as I said, I'm one of your academic advisors. We have divided students according to their last names or surnames. Right now you can see the last names beginning from N through Z. Those are my advisees, which means if your last name is from N through Z, you have to come to me to sign petition forms and things like that. However, if you're not able to get a hold of me, you can go to Dr. Cullinane. So we do see other students as well if necessary. It does not mean you have to, but you can at least try your own academic advisor first. Okay, so my office is in the 5th floor of Dana Research Center, which is just beside Snell Engineering Building. 5th floor is a little bit tricky to go. There is only one big elevator that will take you to the 5th floor of Dana Research Center. So make sure you take the big elevator on the left side to reach the 5th floor. If you take the stairs, the doors will be locked, so you won't be able to come in. Make sure you take the big elevator to your left to the 5th floor. And my room number is 514. You will see that later on in the website. We'll be able to see that. So now I'll welcome Dr. Cullinane to come over and start with the engineering management orientation.
That in your pocket. All right, so this mic is for the recording. Do you need to stay here? And that one's for the room.
I don't think so. Okay. I'm not going to say welcome, but welcome. You've been welcomed a lot. You're going to be welcomed a lot this week to Northeastern, to the Engineering Management Program. I've been here since 1981, so as the advisor to the Engineering Management Program, I've heard all of the stories, all of the problems, and hopefully if you have any of those, you'll come to me and get some advice. Don't hesitate. That's one of the problems that we run into, is that sometimes students don't want to come to their advisor. They don't want to, quote, expose themselves. That's one of the things that we want to be careful of, that we have you come to us when you have a problem, whether it happens to be an academic problem or a personal problem. As I said, I've been here since 1981 and seen lots of situations, so Academic advisor, I handle students whose last names are from A through M. A through M. So if your last name is from A through M, come and see me. If you need a form filled out or you need a form signed, I will be posting my office hours as soon as I meet with my classes. So at the end of next week, I guess it is, I will be posting office hours for anybody that needs to come and see me. In the interim, I will be in on Tuesday, right after Labor Day, but between now and Labor Day, I plan to be fishing. So if you come to my office sometime between now and then, you'll see a sign on the door that says, "Gone fishing." Excuse me.
Can I have you stand here so you can talk into this one?
Okay, I think I'm finished.
Oh, for the next. There you go.
Okay, let me talk a little bit about the program, the engineering management program. It's hard to tell just exactly how old the engineering management program is because it evolved out of the industrial engineering program, which is a very old program. The closest we can come to setting a date for the engineering management program is that it's about 50 years old. 50 years ago, a group of industry leaders came to Northeastern. That was the time when the space program was really just starting, getting underway. And we had a lot of engineering corporations here in the Boston area. And they were very concerned about the fact that they were sending their students to Northeastern or sending their employees to Northeastern for additional graduate education. And when they came out, they would go back to work for them and they would have a great engineering education, but they ran into a problem when they got to a certain point in their career and the managers wanted to make them managers. They had no understanding of how to do it. As a matter of fact, there were several studies done by consulting firms as to why certain programs were failing within the space program, and they came to the conclusion it was because of project management and engineering management. So a group of managers came from high-ranking industrial firms, came to Northeastern, came to the president of Northeastern and explained their problem. And the president of Northeastern at that point in time said, "Well, put together a program." And he gave them the name of the industrial engineering department head and said, "Go and see him and we'll see if you can put together a program which is going to serve your needs." Serve your needs in terms of being able to have a multidisciplinary program that bridges the gap between engineering methodologies and business. The industry need for technical professionals was so obvious to everyone at that point in time that they put together this program which was made up of industry leaders, program managers from different industries, from different industrial firms, and academic leaders. And the academic leaders came from the industrial engineering department here at Northeastern. And the objective was to focus on theoretical, quantitative, and analytical skills. That is, skills that you couldn't get in an MBA program. A program that would be technical in nature, but would do some of the same things that an MBA program would do in terms of helping people to learn how to manage technical skills. One of the areas that became very obvious was they needed to have a background in developing mathematical decision-making skills to solve business problems. Out of that came a program in engineering management way back 50 years ago. And this program consisted of coursework that gave the people who took it a background in engineering problem solving, but engineering problem solving from a management perspective. It was made up of coursework that students would complete 32 semester hours, and they could complete the 32 semester hours doing either just coursework or a project and a thesis. If we still have this intact, exactly the same thing, 3 options available. If you choose to do just coursework, you'll do 32 hours, and I'll talk about how those 32 hours are made up. If you choose to do a project, typically a project grows out of co-op work, where you worked on a project at work and you've gotten some data, and what you want to do is you want to come back to school and get some additional credit for it. What you would have to do is team with an advisor on campus here, and you can only get 4 hours of credit, but the objective of a project is to give you the opportunity to use your engineering skills to solve a problem, and that problem has to be well-defined, to solve a well-defined problem, and to submit that problem in a written format, and we have a particular type of format that we want you to write it up. You can only get 4 hours of credit for it, but it's worthwhile because you've already developed some of these concepts while you were out on co-op or while you were working with a company. Some students bring data with them from a company that they worked for before they came back to school, and they want to use that. That's one of the alternatives. The third alternative is a thesis, and that's when you work with a faculty member and you do research. Research which ultimately is going to lead to a published piece of work, research which is going to ultimately contribute to a research program that the faculty member is working on. So the 3 ways that you can get your degree is coursework, project, and thesis. Now, there are also several delivery options, 4 ways, I guess we can say. And the delivery options are such that you can take your coursework on campus, and you can do that full-time or part-time. You also can do your work online, and you can do that full-time or part-time. The one thing that I want to caution you, if you are an international student, is that you have some visa requirements. So be aware of the fact that those visa requirements require you to be a full-time student. So when you register for courses, whether they be online courses or they courses here on campus, you have to maintain that level of activity that that's required of you to keep your visa. So the question is, from most of the students, where do I start? If you look here, I've given a list of 4 courses, 4 required courses. And those 4 required courses are such that you must take these courses. This forms the foundation for your engineering management program. And if you look at them very closely, you'll see that these courses, deterministic operations research, I can't see that there's a reflection here, but engineering project management, economic decision making, and engineering probability and statistics. Those 4 courses satisfy all those requirements that I just talked about earlier. You get quantitative approaches to decision making. You learn new mathematical skills. The operations research gives you a modeling background. You deal with economic decision making and project management, which was what many of those companies that I talked about that were failing, are failing to be successful in the project management arena or the engineering management arena. That was where a lot of these people were failing. So the core requirements are such that we're going to ask you to take 2 of them in your first semester. And the 2 courses that we're going to ask you to take in your first semester, the reason we ask you to take these 2 courses is because we want everybody to be at a level. We want to level the playing field for everybody in the program. So we ask you to take operations research and engineering and probability and statistics. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, I've already had probability and statistics. Some will say, I've already had operations research. Under those circumstances, come and see me. And there's a possibility that you can waive the requirement to have to take those courses. But we encourage you to take those courses for a number of different reasons. And the main reason is because of the fact that when you take the engineering probability and statistics, it covers the fundamental concepts of probability, and it gives you that mathematical decision making for making decisions. The one thing that you have to be aware of, though, is that it requires multivariate calculus, and that's what a lot of people call Calculus 3. If you haven't had multivariate calculus, again, come and see me and we'll try and figure out how to remedy the situation. The other course, the Deterministic Operations Research, you'll cover the theory and computation and application of deterministic models. How do you represent industrial operations? How do you model industrial operations so that you can optimize the output from those operations? It requires a knowledge of Calculus 3, or that multivariate calculus, but linear algebra also. And many of you as an undergraduate took a calculus course that included linear algebra. So if you think about it, don't let me scare you. You don't really need a separate linear algebra course. You just need to have the fundamentals of linear algebra. And the reason for that is you will be looking at linear programming in your operations research course. Now, there's a group of approved College of Engineering electives. And this group of approved College of Engineering electives are such that you can just sign up for these courses. They're courses which we have already approved of, and you don't have to come to see me before you sign up for them. If this list of approved College of Engineering electives is listed in your catalog. It's in the online catalog. So if you have a question whether or not it's an approved course, look it up in your online catalog. Or come to me and we can make a decision whether or not it is an approved course. But in the list of, as we said, you're required to take 32 semester hours of courses. 16 hours of that is the core courses. Those other 16 hours you're allowed to take elective courses. We want you to take at least 9 hours of electives in the College of Engineering. So that means you need to take 9 hours of electives in this set of approved elective courses. There are other courses in the College of Engineering which you can take, and it's fine, but they're not if they're not listed in the set of electives, come and see me and petition for them. The reason I say that is our main objective is that you take electives in such a way that it's a nice, consistent set of electives so that it gives you a concentration. So that when you graduate, you'll have a concentration in a particular area. So that you don't end up, don't come to me and say that you want to take one course that involves operations research, and another course that involves electrical engineering, and a third course that involves civil engineering. It doesn't put together a consistent program, and that's what we want you to have, is a consistent program of study when you complete your program here at Northeastern. Electives outside of the College of Engineering. You can take up to 9 hours of electives outside of the College of Engineering. I think I made a misstatement a moment ago. I might have misled you into thinking that when I said you can't take courses in electrical engineering, or you can take courses in electrical engineering as long as those first courses that you took in the College of Engineering make sense. It might be that you want to take a course in civil engineering which involves optimization. They teach a lot of optimization. And they don't cover the same material that we cover in our optimization course, and it may be consistent with your program of study. So the electives outside of the College of Engineering, we have some that are already approved, but there are some that we have not approved as yet. And under those circumstances, you need to come to me, we'll talk it over, and we'll figure out whether or not it's consistent. So what about other electives? Other electives that we have in our program. Well, we have other electives in the program that contribute towards you being able to earn a certificate. A certificate is such that you complete a number of courses, and after you've completed that number of courses, you receive a certificate which indicates that you have an expertise in a particular area. Dr. Himlona Paliki is going to talk about certificates and the kinds of things that you can do in order to earn one of those certificates.
I want to keep it.
Okay, hello again. So one thing I did not mention earlier, I'll mention it now before we talk about certificates. So as I told you about my offices in the 5th floor of Dana Research Center, as I said, if you're not able to get a hold of me or Dr. Kalnin sometime, if you are one of our advisees, you can go to the other person. So we will see other students as well if necessary. So that's not like if your advisor is Dr. Kalnin or me, you have to come see me. So if you cannot somehow, if I'm out or Dr. Kalnin is out, you can always come go to the other person who is available in order to get signatures for a petition form. If you have questions about advising, you can do that. You can come to any one of us. So now I'll talk about certificates. As engineering management students, you can also pursue a certificate in addition to your master's degree, your MSc degree. So let's look at different certificates that we offer from College of Engineering. Here you can see we have about 14 different certificates as engineering management students you can pursue. So there are more than 14 certificates. However, as engineering management students, you can pursue one of these 14 different certificates. So this is an option for you. You don't have to, but if you're interested, you can do it. I'll just give you a brief overview of the certificates program today. We'll have a detailed information session on certificates next week, which you'll get an email invitation on. So you can come into that detailed certificate session if you are interested in certificates. So let's talk about certificates here. You can see as I mentioned, we have 14 different certificates as engineering management students you can pursue. These 14 different certificates, they are divided into 4 different areas. So you can choose and pick which particular certificate is of your interest. So you can look into each of these certificates. So there is a web page which lists all of these certificates. It's not mentioned here in the website, in the slides. It's coe.neu.edu/degrees/certificates. If not, you can come talk to me at the end of the session. I'll give you the web page. So there you can see the list of all the certificates that you can pursue. You can look into each different certificate to see, okay, what are the descriptions, details, what are the courses you're required to take in order to achieve or pursue a particular certificate. So you might think, so you can see 14 different certificates, you might think, why should I complete a certificate if I'm getting an MSc degree? So let's talk a little bit about that. So as you're pursuing your MSc degree, you might also, or you can also focus your MSc degree into one particular area of your interest. For example, if you're interested in data analytics, you can get a master's in engineering management with a certificate in data and analytics engineering, or Lean Six Sigma, whatever is your interest area. Supply chain engineering management, that's another area. So if you're interested in one particular area, look into that certificate. If you're interested in those courses, you can take those 4 courses and pursue and achieve a certificate in addition to your master's degree. So we had discussed, Dr. Kalnin had discussed about the 4 core courses, which is your 16 semester hours. The remaining 16 semester hours can be one of the certificates that we're talking about here. Another thing, you can focus on what the industry needs are, look at what the industry needs are. According to that, you can align your program, your degree program, choosing one of the certificates that we offer. Good part is, this is part of your MSc program, which means you do not have to take any extra courses. The total number of courses that you have to take or complete to achieve a MSc degree is 8 courses, 32 semester hours. 16 semester hours is your core courses. The remaining 16 you can use to take the courses required for a particular certificate. Just one certificate though. So you can achieve a MSc degree and one certificate in the 2 years of time that you're working on your graduate program. So nothing extra, because we are double counting the courses here. Double counting the courses for the certificate as well as the MSCM degree. You'll also receive recognition in your official Northeastern transcript about the certificate. So the Northeastern transcript will mention the MSCM degree as well as the certificate. Another good part is marketing yourself. So after you're graduated, or even while you are pursuing a master's degree, you'll be applying for co-op. So it is a good way to market yourself with your MSCM degree as well as a certificate of your interest. So you can market yourself better. So that's why we recommend students to pursue a certificate of your interest or choice. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it's an option, you don't have to, but for engineering management students, it really makes sense to pursue one of these certificates that we have. Now, as I said, I just briefly went over the certificates, what it is and all that. I didn't go over each different certificate here. Please go ahead and look at the different certificate options, the details, the description of the courses. And if you feel that is of interest to you, you can think about if you should plan for the graduate certificate, if you should apply for the graduate certificate. So what should you know if you want to pursue or apply for the certificate program? As I mentioned earlier, it can be combined with your MSCM degree, so you do not have to take any extra courses. That's a really plus point, right? Within the 2 years, you're achieving a master's degree in engineering management as well as a certificate, one certificate. Double counting of courses, as I mentioned earlier, MSCM program or the students in engineering management are allowed to double count up to 4 courses. 4 courses for the certificate can also be counted towards the MSCM degree. All the programs do not do that. There are a few other programs which do that, but MSCM program, engineering management program, allows you to double count up to 4 courses for the certificate as well as the degree. So that means you can achieve or you can receive a master's degree as well as a certificate at the same time when you graduate. Each certificate we're talking about is 16 semester hours. Some of these certificates will have an option, which means you might see 5 or 6 courses. Out of those, you will have to pick 4. Some of those might have some requirements. Let's say 2 are required courses, and out of the 4, you might have to take 2. And some of them might only have 4 courses that you have to take. So depending on the different types of certificate we have, there are different options. One thing you have to remember though, the graduate certificate has to be completed or must be completed while during your time in the graduate program, the master's program, or before you complete your master's program. Which means if you are graduating, so you are joining fall 2018, you'll probably be graduating summer or let's say spring, right? You will be graduating spring 2020. So within that time period, if you're able to complete all the courses required for the certificate as well as the master's program, great. However, let's say you completed all the courses required for the master's program, but you are not able to complete, somehow you wanted to take an extra course. And you're not able to complete one of the courses required for the certificate during that time, it will not work. Because these are double counted, the courses are double counted for the certificate and the master's program, so you'll have to get the degree and the certificate, the master's degree and the certificate at the same time. So make sure you complete the certificate courses during or before your master's program. Classes, as we had mentioned earlier, there are on-ground classes, online classes, hybrid classes, also evening classes. So whatever works for your schedule. For full-time students, you can take any on-ground courses, but for part-time students, you can take evening classes if you're in Boston. If you are online students, there are few certificate options where all the courses are available online. So you'll have to plan for it though. because all courses, again, will not be offered every semester. One thing I recommend all the students, not only engineering management students, you'd want to seek input from your program advisors and or certificate directors to see if the certificate of your interest is aligned with your career. Whatever you want to do, does it make sense to pursue a particular certificate? So you can talk to your program advisor. So for engineering management students, you can talk to either me or Dr. Kalnain, or a particular certificate director. Each certificate has a certificate director. There are few certificates here. I'll go back and show you, which are from the engineering management program. So on this list here, you can see the Lean Six Sigma certificate. The Lean Six Sigma oh no, doesn't work. No, I was trying to, I think it doesn't show up. No, that's okay. I'll just mention here the Lean Six Sigma certificate, the Supply Chain Engineering certificate, and the Engineering Economic Decision Making certificate. The three certificates that you see here, those are within the engineering management program. So if you're interested in those certificates, you can talk to us. If you're interested in other certificate, you can still come talk to us, but if you want more information, you can talk to the particular certificate director. Okay, few more things. I'll repeat this. You have to complete the degree and the certificate during or before, or the certificate courses has to be completed during or before the completion of your master's degree. So I'll repeat this. There are no visa extension for international students especially. There are no visa extension just for the certificate program. So if you're graduating with your MSCM degree, you have to make sure you complete the courses for the certificate as well. If not, you'll not be able to achieve the certificate at the same time. Your OPT will be based on your master's degree, MSCM degree, which is a better option for you. Now, few things, if you're interested, again, please go ahead, come talk to us, send me an email. Few things I'll mention though here. In order to be admitted to the certificate program, you have to be in good academic standing, which means you have to maintain your GPA of 3.0 or above. However, because this is your first semester, you do not have a GPA. So all of you are in good academic standing, that's why you are here. So if you apply now, you are eligible to apply. That's what I mean. If you're not sure, that's okay, you can wait and you can apply in the second or third semester. However, we really encourage students to apply as soon as possible. Here you can see the link for link to the page to apply for the certificate programs. It's simply a basic form that you apply. And there is no application fee for current students. So for MSCM students, there is no application fee. You just have to submit the form. Make sure you apply before your last semester though. So you have to apply the latest by the second last semester. If you apply to in your last semester, even if you complete all the courses, because of all the paperwork necessary, you'll not be able to receive the certificate in your transcript, so it will not be there. So make sure you plan properly if you really want to achieve a certificate at the same time as your master's degree. So here is a link also to frequently asked questions. You can go over that. If you have any questions, please write it down and ask us questions at the end of the session. Now let me welcome Laura Adrian back here to talk about student services. I don't know if it was too long.
No, it was good. All right, hello again. How's everybody doing? Do we need a stretch? No, we're good, we'll keep going. All right, so again, welcome to Northeastern. My name is Laura Adrian, and I'm the Student Services Advisor for the Master's Programs in Engineering Management, Energy Systems, and our new robotics program coming this spring. So this is my third year here at Northeastern in the Graduate School of Engineering. I am local. I'm from Boston. I grew up in Boston. I went to school in Boston. And before I started working here at Northeastern, I used to work in the travel industry. So if any of you want to come stop by and chat about what places to see in Boston, stop by my office. I'd love to chat about that. So, what's student services? So my office, we're part of the Dean's office here at the graduate school. We partner with your academic departments. So in your case, my office partners with the MIE department to support you all as graduate students. So at the graduate level here at Northeastern, you all have at least 2 advisors. You have your faculty advisors, either Dr. Cullinane or Dr. Palike from your academic department, and you have me as an advisor from the Dean's office. Now your faculty advisors help you with course selection, course content, aligning your courses with your career aspirations. They can really talk to you about the content of each course, what it goes over, what you might need, what you can get out of it. And I help you with the more technical, administrative, logistic issues. So course registration, academic requirements, such as your GPA requirements, your curriculum requirements, and making sure you all adhere or stick to your curriculum. So now you know who I am. How can I help you all? So again, I help with 4 key areas here. The first being academics, course registration, graduation requirements. I'm the one who goes over your transcripts at the end of your 2 years here and tells the registrar, yes, he is clear, yes, she is clear to graduate, and I'm the one who says give her the degree. And academic probation. We'll go over what that means in a few more slides. For funded students, any students on stipended graduate assistantships or SGAs, which are RA, research assistant positions, or TA, teaching assistant positions, Fulbright scholars, and any students on fellowships. Communication, I and my office send out newsletters, reminders about deadlines, any events and opportunities. Any communication from my office or from Northeastern goes to your Husky email. So please be sure to check your Husky email or link it to your personal email account, or you are going to miss out on a lot. And for international students, you're going to encounter this word, a SAVIS contact. My office is your academic SAVIS contact, so we partner a lot with OGS to help you, and a whole lot more, but we won't go over that just now. Again, for any international students who have questions about your visa, if you're on an F1 visa, a J1 visa, OGS, located on the 4th floor of L Hall, is your contact for any visa-related questions. My office, Dr. Cullinane, Dr. Palike can't answer that. All right, so now that you have an overview of my office, I'm going to discuss the role in 3 key areas. Resources available to you all here at Northeastern, your responsibilities as graduate students, and support here that my office can provide. So resources. There are many resources here, and most of them are available online. I'm not going to overwhelm you all with every single resource available, so I'm just going to go over 3 important online resources that you should become familiar with in your first few weeks here. Please make sure to bookmark these web pages. I will be emailing all of you a copy of this slideshow presentation either this week or next week, so you will have access to all of these links. So the first and most important resource is the My Northeastern portal. I hope everybody's been able to access and create an account here on the portal. If you are not able or having trouble, visit my office later this week or next week, and we can help you there. So the My Northeastern portal gives you access to course registration, to email, to billing, to Blackboard, which is the site where all of your online courses or online resources are at, your Husky card, and a whole lot more. The second resource is the web page for the registrar's office. So the registrar's office manages your academic record, your transcript, the course schedule each term, the academic calendar, the add and drop periods. Most of your interactions with the registrar's office are going to be online through this website or via email. So again, bookmark this web page. So So it has a lot of stuff for you, but two of the most important for your first few weeks here are the calendar and your catalog. So the graduate catalog, it lists the official curriculum requirements for your program. So because you all are entering in fall 2018, you all fall under the 2018-2019 graduate catalog. We have older catalogs on there. Don't look at them. They don't apply to you. So it lists the official curriculum requirements for every degree program, including yours. It contains the Northeastern University and Graduate School of Engineering academic policies and procedures. It has the Student Code of Conduct and your Bill of Academic Rights and Responsibilities. So again, my recommendation to all of you, find this page, take a look through it, become familiar with it. So the second one under the Registrar's Office is the University Calendar. So this 2018-2019 calendar lists important deadlines, such as the course add or course drop periods, holidays, days the university is closed, the start and end of classes, finals. Use this calendar, add it to your personal calendars. If you use Google Calendar, if you have paper calendars, write these dates down. Also, if any of you plan on traveling at any time, whether it's just traveling domestically, you want to visit other parts of the US, or you need to travel internationally for conferences to visit family, please check this calendar before you travel, because if you miss a final, most of the time you cannot make it up. So, be familiar with this resource. Some important dates coming up. September 5th, Wednesday, is the first day of classes. September 18th is the last day for you all to add classes via that My Northeastern portal. September 25th is the last day to drop classes. And October 8th is a holiday. The university will be closed. You will not have any Monday classes. All right. So my office also has a webpage. It's a little old, but it's still functional. That's my team up on the right-hand side there. There's a number of us in the office. And our webpage has some links to some useful pages for you all too. The two most important for you as engineering management students are the forms link. So as was mentioned by Dr. Minus and Dr. Cullinane and Dr. Palike, a lot of the things that you'll be requesting, you'll use forms. Our forms are available in hard copies in my office and also PDF copies online. And the other one is course registration information if you decide to take electives outside of the COE in your second or third semester. So the first one I'm going to go over is sometimes students will take elective courses from the College of Computer Information Science or the DeMoore McKim School of Business. You can do this in your second or third or fourth semesters. You cannot take these classes in your first semester. So this page gives you instructions on what to do depending on what course it is that you want to take. So this is a good resource for you all just to be familiar with. The second one, again, is forms. Two of the most frequent forms that you'll be using are a petition form, where you're petitioning or requesting to do any number of things. And the second one is a course registration override. So occasionally, there's a class that you all might want to take, but there will be restrictions or codes on it that prevent you from registering. So we use this form in our office for you to submit so I can take a look at what class that you want to take, what's going on, why can't you get into it, and resolve the issue that way. So the petition form. This is used for various reasons. So let's say you want to take a particular class that's not in your 2018-2019 curriculum. You've all checked it, you can't see the class there, but you found this really cool class that you want to take and you want it to count towards your master's degree. So you need to complete this form. You need to meet with your faculty advisor, either Dr. Cullinane or Dr. Palike. You also need to meet with Dr. Marilyn Minus to get her signature, so everybody's okay with you taking this class that's outside the curriculum. You hand this form back into my office, and I process it so that when it's time for you to graduate, the course is counted, you're all set. The other thing to note is that, where is it? So one of the options you'll see on there is a core course waiver. So engineering management faculty members generally do not allow you to waive a core course simply because you've taken an undergraduate course in that subject area. Undergraduate courses don't cover the topic to the same depth that graduate level courses do, and often undergraduate courses are very different in terms of the material they cover and their grading criteria. So it's not going to happen if you've taken an undergraduate probability and statistics course or you've taken a similar course to operations research in your bachelor's degrees. You need to take it at the graduate level. So please don't submit these forms asking to waive a graduate course because you've taken an undergraduate course. It's just going to be denied. All right, second form, registration override request. Again, you use it when you're trying to register for a class, but there's some kind of restriction on it, you're facing some kind of error. The easiest way to resolve this issue is to simply download this form, come by my office, pick it up, fill it out, and submit it to my front desk so I can take a look at it and investigate what the restriction is and if I can waive it and get you into that class. All right, shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about your responsibilities as graduate students here. Academic requirements. So in order to successfully complete this master's degree and graduate, these are the minimum requirements that you must fulfill as a graduate student in the School of Engineering. You must complete your degree program by meeting all academic requirements specified in that 2018-2019 graduate catalog. You must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or higher to remain in good academic standing. You must have a grade of C or better in all core courses. So if we recall, your core courses are IE 6200, Probability and Statistics, OR 6205, Deterministic Operations Research, EMGT 5220, Engineering Project Management, and EMGT 6225, Economic Decision Making. You have to have a C or better in these core classes. And you are not allowed to have more than 8 semester hours below the grade of a B-. So if you earn 4 C's and 4 A's, your GPA might be higher than 3.0, you still cannot graduate because cumulatively, those 4 C's are those are 16 semester hours below a grade of B-. So be aware of the grades that you're earning and the feedback that you're getting in your classes. All right. So what happens if one semester your GPA dips below 3.0? You're on what's called academic probation. So one term with a cumulative GPA below 3.0, you're considered in probation status. So 2 consecutive terms with a GPA below 3.0, the student is dismissed from the master's program and you would appeal to the program director and to my office for a 1-term extension. So let's back up for a bit. So let's say this first semester, you do okay, you earn 2 B- in your 2 core classes. It's all right, but that's a GPA below 3.0. So this first fall, if this happens, would be considered your first term on academic probation. So at the end of the term, you and I would meet, we'd chat about what happened, we'd discuss a plan for the spring semester. Come spring, let's say you earn 2 A's, awesome. Your cumulative GPA is back above 3.0, you're back in good standing, you're all set. But let's say at the end of the spring, you earn a B and a B-. That means the fall was your first semester on academic probation, and the spring would be your second consecutive back-to-back semester in academic probation. At the end of the spring, that means you are automatically dismissed from this master's program. You all have the option to appeal to come back into the program. And again, you have a meeting with me. We go over the plan. We submit the plan to your faculty members to review and consider. And if they approve your appeal, they let you back into the program for a 3rd semester. Now let's say in that 3rd semester, you do really well. At the end of the term, you earn 2 A's, you're back in good academic standing, you have a GPA of 3.0 or higher, awesome. That's it, that's the end. But let's say in that 3rd semester, fall 2019, that your GPA is still below 3.0 at the end of your 3rd semester. It's at that point that you are dismissed as an engineering student. You are no longer a student here at Northeastern University. You do have the right to appeal. However, these 3rd term appeals processes are very difficult and generally those appeals are denied. So it's very important for every one of you to watch your grades in your classes, reach out for help from your professors, from your TAs, from your advisors if you're struggling, and ask for help before you're in really hot water. So last year, we had 3,700 students in the graduate school from all programs. I had 100 students in academic probation and 10 were dismissed from the college. So it's rare, but it does happen. So these probation policies and procedures are found at the Graduate School of Engineering website. It's at the link at the top of the page. You can read it. Please familiarize yourselves with it. Again, if you haven't done so, please read this policy. It's very important that you all understand it. If you have questions, do not hesitate to send me an email or come to my office to chat about it. All right, academic integrity. So at Northeastern, we have a commitment to the principles of academic integrity, and it's essential to the mission of Northeastern. So what is academic integrity? Well, academic integrity means no cheating, which is defined as using or attempting, bless you, to use unauthorized materials, information, or study aids in an academic exercise. There's no fabrication, which is defined as falsification, misrepresentation, or invention of any information, data, or citation in an academic exercise. No plagiarism, using one's own words, ideas, data, code, or original academic material of somebody else without providing proper citation or attribution. Unauthorized collaboration. So many of you will be assigned projects. So unauthorized collaboration are instances when students submit an individual academic assignment, something that's meant for you to have worked on yourself, but you've worked on it with the collaboration or help of other people. Participation in academically dishonest activities is any action taken by a student with the intention of gaining an unfair advantage over other students and facilitating academic dishonesty. So it's intentionally or knowingly helping or contributing to the violation of any provision of this policy that I've just spoken about. Again, as students at Northeastern, academic integrity is a broad policy, and it encompasses the moral and ethical codes that we expect from every single student here at Northeastern, including you all as graduate students, and from faculty and staff members too. We expect you all to be honest and to be responsible members of our Northeastern community, and we expect each and every one of you to conduct yourselves and your coursework according to this policy. If you have questions about what academic integrity is, if you have questions during the class about an assignment, if you're not sure what plagiarism is, if you're not sure if it's unauthorized collaboration, please ask your professor, ask your TAs, ask somebody, because the worst thing that can happen is that you accidentally violate one of these policies and then you fail the class. The other really worst thing that can happen is if you intentionally violate one of these policies. We will find out about it. Some professors will give you a 0 on the assignment and let you stay in the class. Some professors will fail you in the class, and then you've just lost out on that tuition. You have to take that class again, and you will have to pay for it again. In the worst case scenario, if you intentionally violate this policy multiple times, you can be expelled from Northeastern University. And we do have cases of this every semester. So please be aware of your responsibilities as a student to uphold your academic integrity here. All right, so let's talk about the support we can provide to you. So one of the first things that I've been helping you all with, some of you have already emailed me, is technical problems you're encountering with registering for the courses. So I was surveying most of you, and you should all be registered for that IE 6200, Probability and Statistics, and OR 6205, Deterministic Operations Research, unless you've already received permission from me or Dr. Cullinane or Dr. Palike to be in another course. If you're not registered for these courses and you are unsure of what you should do, come see me tomorrow at 2 p.m. during my office hours. I can't help you today with registering for the course. I don't have my computer with me. But if you have questions, if you're unable to register for the right courses, if you're just not sure, come see me tomorrow and we can help you. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about the two types of online courses we have here at Northeastern. This is mostly important for the part-time students. So we have two types of online courses. The first type is a VTL, or a virtual course. It's an online instructional method. It's available to full-time and part-time students. And then we have a second type of online class called a V35 video streaming course. So video streaming instructional material means that there's an on-campus section of this class where videos are captured and then uploaded to this V35 online section. These courses are available to part-time students only. So if you're a part-time student, or if you go on co-op, you may take a V35 online class. If you are a full-time student, you're not eligible to take these classes. All of these courses are accessed via the Blackboard system, and the thing to keep in mind for any international students on F1 or J1 visas, in order to take an online class, these virtual classes, you must be registered for at least 4 credits of on-campus coursework in addition to any online classes. Again, if you have questions during registration, come the spring, you can ask me. But if you're on an F1 or a J1 visa, your visa states that you're here to study at Northeastern. So you need to be in at least 4 on-campus credits, an on-ground course, before you can think about taking an online course. All right, so how to reach me in my office. We have walk-in office hours. So walk-in office hours are periods of time where students can visit faculty and staff without an appointment. You just simply show up, and it's first come, first serve. So in my email signature, you'll see my office hours listed. Those are the periods of time where you can stop by and see me. Next week and the week after, so from September 5th through the 14th, I have extended office hours. So Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., stop by and see me with questions. And Tuesdays and Fridays are for 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. My regular office hours, my regular fall office hours, resume on Monday, September 17th, and regularly it's Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. When you visit me, please be sure to bring your NUID. It's the 9-digit number. It's not on your Husky card, so if you want to write a sticky note, stick it to your Husky card, save it on your phone, memorize it. How to reach me. I am always available by email, l.adrian@northeastern.com. For any online or part-time students who aren't available to be on campus, just simply email me. We can set up an appointment outside of those hours. Again, my fall semester walk-in hours. We can also set up individual appointments. So if you have classes, or if you work, or you're not able to visit me during my walk-in office hours, we can make individual appointments. However, all appointments must be requested 24 hours in advance. You can't email me in the morning and say, hey Laura, can I stop by this afternoon? I won't have time. So any emails to me, please include your name, your NUID, and the reason why you're emailing me. And also note, my office is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. I won't respond to emails outside of those hours. So if you're emailing me Friday night, I won't see it until Monday morning. And the other thing too is I can also do phone appointments. So again, any online part-time students, digital students, you're away for the semester, on co-op, you're away visiting family over the summer, we can schedule a phone call either via Skype if you're not out of the country, or via landline if you're domestic. All right, so my last slide here is to get involved here at the Northeastern community. So there are so many opportunities. This is a huge community of over 20,000 undergraduate, graduate students. The first organization, they'll chat with you in a couple of minutes, is the Northeastern University chapter of the American Society for Engineering Management. We also have the Northeastern University Graduate Student Government here with us today. They'll talk to you about who they are and what they can do for you. We also have the GWISE Club, Graduate Women in Science and Engineering. We also have a Center for STEM Education, which is a really cool center. It's right across from my office. You can volunteer at STEM Center events and share your excitement for engineering with Boston area students in kindergarten through 12th grade. So it's a really cool way to get to know the Boston community and reach back. We also have an Office of Career Development. So this office is open to all students. It's separate from your co-op class. It's for alumni, it's for staff, it's for faculty, it's for students. They run a lot of different workshops, so keep in touch with them. We have a writing center here on campus. So again, when you are doing your assignments, if you have projects to write, papers to write, you're not sure about plagiarism, if you're thinking about writing a report, a thesis, a dissertation down the road, if you want to go into a PhD, we have a writing center on campus, and they do specialize in working with science, technology, engineering, mathematics students too. They're free for you all to use, so I definitely encourage you all visiting them. On-campus jobs, I get a lot of questions about this. So use the student employment portal to browse and apply to on-campus jobs. Any international students in the room, any paid position on campus could affect your visa status. So please speak with OGS before you make any decisions or take any action about on-campus jobs. And the Boston Calendar. You're in a city with over 100 colleges and universities in the area. It's one of the oldest cities in the US. It's not that old compared to other countries, I know. But there's lots of events going on. There's lots of different things going on. So keep in touch with the city while you're here and really explore the city outside of the Northeastern campus. All right, so any international students, you should be attending an international orientation. So if you have not checked in with OGS, if you're not sure what you should be doing, please be sure to check in with OGS. Attend your classes next week, and you can connect with the College of Engineering. So I'm going to turn this over now to my friends in the Northeastern University chapter of the American Society for Engineering Management. Hold it and pass it back, and that's just the paper. Stick that in your coat pocket.
Hello everyone. My name is Harsh Goswami. I am the president here at the student chapter called American Society of Engineering Management here at Northeastern. I welcome you all, and thank you so much for making out in this weather. Who are we? Oh, first of all, by the show of hands, can you please let me know how many of you have heard of us or know about us? Good publicity, yeah. Thank you. If not, that's why we are here. A group of students in 2016, they came together and formed the first e-board committee. It was in 2016, so we are the third e-board committee. What do we do? As our name suggests, engineering management. That's our core aim. What we do is we bridge the gap between academics and the industry. How? We provide you with the right resources. And when I say resources, what do I mean? The informational seminars, the workshops, the industrial visits. We invite the industrial speakers from the American workforce to our university and take lectures. Last year, we had the supply chain head from the Northeast of BMW at our university. Now imagine walking up to him after the informational seminar, introducing yourself and giving out your resume. Isn't that cool? That's what we do. I'm sure you all have heard of him, Professor Deghani. He's our faculty advisor, amazing faculty and a great mentor. He's not here with us, but he'll be meeting with you in the next meeting, for sure. Let me just quickly introduce the e-board for this year. The vice president is Javed, myself, Harsh, the president. Harita here is the secretary. Shaurya is the vice president of programs. Abhi is for publicity. Jay is for membership. And Vairav here is the finance guy, the money guy. Now, all of you will agree, apart from academics, something extra is always needed. Something extra we all have, that's why we are here at Northeastern. Let us be that opportunity and grab it. I'll hand over the mic to Vairav, he'll take it from here. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon people. So very happy to welcome you all as part of the ASCM. So I'm the treasurer for NU ASCM, so who's responsible for the budget and the food we are going to provide in the upcoming events. So hoping to see you guys over there. So now let us go through the past events, what we have for the past 1 year. Yeah, so as I shared previously, so we had the guest speaker from BMW. So he is John Gioni, so who is the department head for logistics of spare parts in BMW North America. So it was one of the successful event of last year. So we had it over in spring 2018. We had a huge turnout for the event, and he was amazed by the response we had from the students. And it was we had a few challenging questions from the students as well, and he had a great time interacting with the people from our university. And next is one of the important event we organize is the student co-op mixer. So where you get panel of students who had attended who had completed their co-op or who are on their co-op, and from different streams. So we get people from project management, from supply chain, from data analytics, and also from finance. So you'll have a great opportunity to interact with them. And we are also having a similar kind of events this year as well, and hoping to see you guys over there. And next is the Boston Port Tour. So we also collaborate with the other clubs in Northeastern University, especially with the Supply Chain Management Club. So we organized this event last year along with them. So where we had people of around 50 members from our engineering management program, and they were able to get on to they were able to know the operations and the supply chain happening around the Boston port. So it was really a good educational tool for them, and we were happy to have that. And next is the Charles River Laboratories. So we had Christina from Charles River Laboratories. She is the global sourcing manager for the Charles River, and people are extremely happy to know about the sourcing and procurement operations that happens in Charles River Laboratories. It was a successful event as well. And next is the career development and resume building workshop. So we organize this event every year, so just to get ready for the career fair, which we have it in the month of October. So similarly, we have a similar one this year as well. So we are hoping to see you over there as well. So the next upcoming events. So the first event we are having is that on September 7th, 300 Richards Hall from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it's an icebreaker event. So it's an informal meeting. As Arshad, since Professor Degani is not over here today, he'll be there for the first event, and you can catch up with him. And it's just an informal meeting. You can just come up with any questions, and we are happy to help you in that. So next is Harita.
Alright, hi guys, my name is Harita. I'm the secretary of NUASEM. So it's so nice to see all of you here. This was literally us a year ago. So I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of questions, you're nervous, excited at the same time. And I know this is the time all of you want to get involved in something other than academics. And as mentioned earlier, it is a great way to market yourself when it comes to co-ops, when you have pursued different events in the academic sector. Also, NUASEM is a great platform for you to figure out your career path, sort of figure out where you want to specialize in, build your networks, talk to the seniors. That's how we all figured stuff out. So the next event that is coming up, so career fair is coming up first week of October, and apart from your co-op classes, this is a more personalized interaction where we bring in the specialists, and you have all our seniors who are going to come in and tell you exactly how to be prepared for the first career fair. And yes, I know you guys just got here, but your master's program is going to go faster than expected. So pretty much as soon as you get here, you need to start getting ready, start thinking about co-ops and things like that. So if you've just landed and if you have no idea what's going on, don't worry, we'll help you out through our events. And right after this, we have our committee selection. So for those of you who are interested in being a part of the committee, it does look really good on your resume to be part of the technical chapter for your branch. And we'll be giving out Google Forms through your mails. You'll see it. I encourage all of you to take part, fill it out the best you can. We'll shortlist, we'll have interviews. And yep, we're looking forward to have you guys on our team for this upcoming semester. And finally, how you can stay in touch with us. I want all of you to take a photo of this. We'll be posting most of our events through our social media. We'll let you know if any interesting talks are in town. This is also a great way for you to connect with us. Let us know if you have any questions. I know sometimes we can't answer everything in person. You'll go home, you'll think of something. So you can reach out to us through our social media. We can answer any questions you have. And stay tuned for more events. And we'll be here after the event, so right now if you can think of anything, you can come with us, come and meet with us.
Hello everyone. Oh, okay, so getting bored, right? Yeah, everyone coming up speaking, so please listen to them. It will be very helpful to you. Okay, guys? Oh, okay, so why I'm here? I am the President of Graduate Student Government. My name is Vasu. I'm here to welcome you all to Northeastern University. I think you might be feeling very well welcomed, right? Everyone is coming up and welcoming you guys. Okay, so starting off with what is Graduate Student Government? GSG is actually an official student representative body of on campus. Whatever questions you have, whatever services you want on campus, we serve as a link between you and the university administration. We try to help you guys to get whatever things you want on campus, and we will reach to the university administration to make that thing possible and make that thing happen in all the possible ways we can. Everyone is able to hear me, right, on the back? Great. So when you pay a grad student fee to us, at the time we take a small amount of your fee, that is grad student activity fee, and when you accumulate that grad student activity fee, we get our own budget. That budget is divided into, not really good at this thing. So that budget is divided into three parts. One part is we fund all the grad students, all the grad groups on campus, such as NU AACM, NU Sanskriti, to do their events on campus. We keep them funded so that they don't stop doing any events on campus for you guys. We also fund all the individual students who wants to go for a conference, for the travel funds and everything. We fund them. You can ask for us up to $350 from us, and we have categories in that. We will explain you later on. We also fund some of the community building services, such as grad leadership award, decorations, PhD students, and other things too. So this is how our budget is divided into. We did some of the efforts for you guys, which were very successful. We started shuttle service. We increased the radius of shuttle service from 1 mile to 2 miles. Do you know about Red Eye shuttle service? Okay, it's a safety escort, those who don't know about it, so which is provided during the night time to get you from a campus to home, okay, and reach you, make sure that you reach to home very safely. And this effort was done with the NUPD. We very well thank them for supporting us. We also started PhD network for PhD students to fund their resources, to help them with the research and other things. We also added Rebecca as a grad student study space because there were not that much room located for you guys, allocated for you guys. So we added Rebecca for you. We also started care.com for you will find on care.com what exactly they are, and they can tell you exactly about it. There are some services, home services for you. Whenever you move in and move out, you need some cleaning help or other things, you can go to care.com and you can get to know about it. So this service can be, you can use, even the professors can use that service. These are the things which we did last year. We also did some of the events, which will be, I'm going to pass my mic to the marketing guy, so he knows more about events than me.
Hey guys, I'm Alok. You would have heard of me. I have been in contact with you guys in WhatsApp and Facebook. It's getting nervous, okay. How do you join us? Basically, you guys are paying a grad student fee in your fees. So basically, you guys are already a member of GSG. If you want to get more involved in GSG, you can become a senator. There is a senator form in Facebook and OrgSync. You can sign up for that, and then you'll be a official member of GSG. The advantages of becoming senator is that if you are an active senator, you can vote for any financial stuff, like we fund ASCM and stuff, so all those things are decided during the Senate meetings. So when you are an official member of GSG, you get the rights for the voting. And when few groups come up to us and they form a new club or new organization, we put a voting on that. And that's also basically done by the senators. Then the past events. We had very successful events last year. One among them is Color Me Happy. It was like color, music and fun. Then we had one branch in fall to welcome the people who came in fall, and another one in spring. Then we had couple of movie nights. Our upcoming event is on October 1st, which is brunch for you guys, for welcome brunch for all students. And we have our first Senate meeting on September 12th. If you guys like to see what goes on in GSG or want to get involved for any activity, you can come and join us on September 12th. You are all welcome. Then you guys can follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. Facebook is the best way because you guys can know all the events that's coming up. Like we have movie nights, and we have Halloween party coming up in October and all those stuff. Thank you.
We want you guys to be the part of GSG because we need you guys. We want interview you. We need no resumes, nothing. Just sign up on OrgSync and you are the part of the GSG, okay? You become senator, you vote for us, you have any suggestions, give us the feedback. Come to Senate meetings, we have food for you. Just enjoy the discussion. That's it, okay guys? And there are some cookies on the back. After this, you can have it.
Also, we need you guys to host successful events. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Got my, oh, I'm sorry. I like to walk around, so this will be really difficult for me. This is what you're here for, I think, the co-op information. And I'm the last speaker. So my name is John Blakeney. I am a co-op advisor here at Northeastern University for the Engineering Management Program. With myself and Professor Pete Cardello, we'll be able to help you with your co-op search, especially teaching the co-op class. As you can tell, I'm the better looking one of the two. But so your big question is, how am I eligible to go on co-op? Well, first, you need to create 16 credit hours at Northeastern. You will also have to complete one of my favorite classes, the ENCP 6000 class, which is the Career Management for Professionals, Career Management for Engineers. And you need a minimum of a 3.0 GPA. Now, I know all of you want to say, hey, I want to get this ENCP 6000 class, get it out of the way. Listen, it doesn't make a difference if you take in the fall semester or the spring semester. You can't search until the spring semester. The earliest you can go on co-op is in May, because that's when you'll have your 16 credit hours. Hopefully you have your 3.0 GPA, and you'll pass my ENCP 6000 class. We looked at numbers. It doesn't matter when you take it. You're going to get the same information, and you'll be as successful if you take the class in the fall or in the spring, okay? Once you are allowed, or you can begin your search, which will be in hopefully January, you will be assigned a co-op advisor. Right now, I'm a co-op instructor for you. I may or may not be your advisor. We don't know yet. You will get access to NU Careers. NU Careers is a database where jobs are posted. We have relationships with the employers. We reach out to the employers. We can say, hey, do you have any positions for our students? And they'll be posted. And you can post onto NU Careers and apply there directly. However, many other students find co-ops with networking, their own developments called student developed jobs. I don't care how you get the co-op. As long as you get the co-op, I'm going to be here to help you along the way. Half my students seem to get it through NU Careers, half are student development. It makes no difference. Use your networking skills. Go out and introduce yourself to people. Use LinkedIn. Guess what? We're going to teach all this in our class, the ENCP 6000 class. You can start doing it now if you want to. It's never too early. And I'll give you your first assignments. You know who I am, right? I'm on LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn if you want to, your first networking opportunity. Now I'm going to go back and I get 300 names. But that's all right. I'll always connect with somebody from Northeastern. You'll have greater access to jobs if you have a license, have a U.S. driver's license, are willing to relocate. So make sure if you don't have a U.S. driver's license, try to get one if you can. You know, be flexible on where you get the co-op. You know, middle of the United States, like Ohio, California. You can even do international or global co-ops. It doesn't have to be here in the United States. Listen, experience is experience. That's what I look for when I hired people. Do you have experience? I don't care where it was. As long as you have experience, you can do the job. When most of you are international students, when you get a job, you need CPT approval. You need to get approval from OGS. OGS is going to have their own, forum for you to ask questions. I work closely with OGS. If you get a co-op, you come to me. I'll do my piece, but you need CPT approval. It can take anywhere from 10 to 15 business days to get approval, depending. We will help you through that process. So don't worry about that. All right. When can you go on co-op? In May. That's the earliest you can go on co-op, and it can be 4, 6, or 8 months in length. And we'll talk more about that in our ENCP 6000 class. The ENCP 6000 class, what do? We help you with your resume, help you write cover letters, we help you learn how to network. Many of you have not had a job here in the United States. We're here to help you through that. Many of you had jobs back home. The hiring process, the interviewing process is much different here in the United States than, say, in your home country. We're here to help you get through that process, all right? It's a 1-credit class. People might not think it's important. I tell you this. When I was unemployed, I took a career management type class. I still use the same skills and techniques back then, and I do it now. You may not realize it, but the stuff you're learning in that class is going to help you in your career search. It's going to help you in your career path, all right? So don't underestimate what we teach you. What to do next? Well, we have a couple of websites you can look at. The grad co-op information, COE policy standards. You can contact co-op faculty to help you. Use the resources. The big thing is co-op, one co-op while you're here. You can go on one co-op here while you're here under Northeastern. Again, where will you learn all this information? In your ENCP 6000 class. I hope many of you might be in my class, so I hope to have you in my class. And we're all here to help you. I don't care who it is. If I don't teach you, I'm here to help you as well. So don't be afraid to come see me. I'm in Dana Research Center, right next to Dr. Pelike, and I hope to see you there. And you might get a joke or two. Who knows?
All right, so now we're going to open it up to the question portion of our orientation today. So how this is going to work is I'm going to invite Drs. Pelike and Dr. Cullinane back onto the stage. You're going to ask your question, and be sure to listen, because if somebody has the same question as you, you can answer it. So, does anybody have any questions? Who wants to be the first one? No questions? None? You all want to go outside into the heat? You all guys want the food, don't you? No questions about court? Is everybody able to use your My Northeastern portal? Yes? Is anybody not registered for the correct courses? Show of hands. You're all registered for probability and statistics and operations research? I see one. All right. If whoever is not registered, come see me tomorrow at 2 p.m. in my office. All right? We'll help you with that. Any questions? Yes? Can you get an extension for the fees? So all your tuition and billing questions are answered by the Office of Student Financial Services. They do have options for you to work out different extensions or payment plans. I don't work for that office, so I can't give you a solid answer, but they are located in 354 Richards Hall. So if you have questions about billing, I recommend that you just stop by and see them, and they can help you with your specific case. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, so Dr. Cullinane's office, if any of you have the surnames A through M, his office is in 334 Snell Engineering. So it's the third floor of the Snell Engineering Center, right in the MIE office. Again, he's gone fishing from tomorrow through Tuesday. Oh, all right, before I let you all go, oh, we have a question. Yes? So the question is, the student's interested in project management, so she wants to know what certificates might be best for her to pursue. So most of that will be covered in the session next week.
Yeah, so I'll be doing a session, a digital information session on certificates next week. You'll get an email invitation to that. You can come to that. If you're interested in project management, we do not have a particular certificate just in project management, but one thing you can look into is Lean Six Sigma, which has a Lean Concepts course. So that might help, the Lean Concepts course. Actually, Dr. Kalinin might be able to suggest you other courses if you want to take other courses which are not in the certificates. Do you want to add anything? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Lean Six Sigma is one of the certificate which might help if you're interested in project management. Any other questions?
I've got a fun fact. Yes, go ahead. All right, so I'm going to give you one fun fact before I let you all go to the snacks. So how many of you are sports fans? Most of the room? Yeah. How many of you like baseball? So Northeastern University, the Snell Engineering Center, where most of your classes in the engineering offices are, is the site of the first ever World Series game ever played in the United States. So in 1903, the first World Series game was played here. I forget what the park is called. It doesn't exist anymore. But there's a plaque on some of the buildings. There's a statue on campus. See if you can find it. And then if you want to see a real baseball game, we are right down the street from Fenway Park. The tickets can be expensive, but there's also some cheap student deals too. All right, last call for any questions.
There's someone.
Oh, I see back there. Come chat with us after this big open forum question. Come up to the front and we'll chat about that. All right?
Information system, something.
Okay, so we have some cookies, some fruit, some snacks, some tea, water, coffee back there. Slowly, Line up on either side of the table. Please only take one drink in one item first, and then if there's leftovers, you're more than welcome to take seconds. Again, meet with the representatives of NU ASEM, with the GSG. Drs. Palike, Cullinane, and myself are going to be here if you'd like to ask us questions, but please use this as your first networking activity. Chat with each other, get something to eat and drink before you head back out into the sauna.
Tell them they can tell their mother they went to church today.
All right. Thank you very much.